first when I first seen that deer down there that I just had a shot at. It's about probably 700 or 800 metres easy from where I was up the top, maybe even further. Can't even see it from here, it's way out the side there. But I've come down and got within, yeah, I think that's about 500 metres. It was a bit of a long shot. It's going to get dark very soon. So, and it was actually a red stag. You could see a bit of antler on him. Not big antlers, but yeah, definitely a red stag. And that's probably why I could see it so clear through that thermal as well. It was a big glow, like a real big glow. And when I first seen it, when it first came out of the bush right down on the point, yeah, I don't know what happened there with the GoPro. It keeps bloody switching off on me for some reason. I don't know if it's the temperature or what, but yeah, when that stag first came out on the far corner, I just thought it was a hot rock at first. He never moved for a while, and then I checked it again. He's moved out another 50 metres and another 50, so he kept coming out this way, but then he just stopped by the big, there's a rocky outcrop there. He'd stopped there for quite a while, and yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the GoPro. Keeps bloody switching off. I'm ready to smash it on a rock, but this is my new one. Yeah, pretty awesome bloody view of the sunset. Yeah, right, try again. I don't know what happened with that battery. This battery's a full battery, so it shouldn't shut off on me. I don't know what's going on with that other one. But check that out for a sunset. And I've got a bit of a walk back up to the tent. Yeah, like I was trying to say before, that staggy's come out, got out as far as this big rocky outcrop there, and I don't think he's going to come much further. But so I just had to take my chance and have a crack. Would have be a bit of a miracle if I got him from that far actually with this old gun. But yeah, never mind. When there's lead in the air, there's hope. Gave him a good fright anyway. Yeah, not a bad sized body on that stag, and they usually runts up here too. They're not very big deer normally, but and I'll shut my mouth and carry on around this side anyway, and then make my way back up, head back up to the tent. Should have a pretty decent sleep tonight, I'd say. Nice flat spot for the tent anyway. It's actually got a bit of a nice dip in it for where my sleeping mat is. Yeah, and I quite like that Domex one. I've bought that again instead of the other ones I've got, so yeah, all good. Got a bit of chocolate to eat, and still got about 3/4 of my Coke bottle, so yeah, I'll head back and crawl into bed. Another deer. This alarm calling at me now. It's a long way away. Meow! Meow! 135 metres to go to the tent. So welcome site. Yeah, bit of a I don't even know what the time is actually. Sun's come up, but it's so cloudy outside. You can't see nothing at all. It's so far, so not much point going for a walk yet. So you might just stay in the tent here for a bit, then just wait till that cloud clears a little bit, and then pack up and head down. This side out here is all clear now. Just about to head out, pack the tent up, and then head out for a stalk on the way back down. But this side here, still fogged in completely. That's where that, just there, that's where that stag was last night. It was quite a way down, but be there for someone else next time. So this cloud's starting to roll back in my way again now, so I might head down before it gets fogged out. Tent's all packed up, my hands are bloody freezing now, and might look like it's warm and sunny now that the sun's come out, but it's bloody freezing still. So I want to get walking and try and get the blood going through my fingers again. It was pretty cold packing up the tent. Scanned all this area down here with the thermal. Nothing out, there's nothing out where that deer was last night. I'll check out where I've seen the other three down here on the way back round. I'm going to head straight back up over the top again along the ridge, and then I'll go down Hacksaw Ridge. Go back along here and down. That's it down here, I think. Down that ridge. So I've just sorted out the tent that the rubbish tent that someone's left behind. Just clean that up, and that's the UMUKARIKARI track out here. The main UMUKARIKARI track, the one that goes back down. And I'm going to be going down this ridge here. And this is the one I call Hacksaw Ridge. And from my previous video, probably over a year ago now, I've done the video on that one. So yeah, the wind's actually coming from behind me, which is bloody annoying, but I'm going to head down that ridge anyway and have a bush stalk down there on the way back down, and see if I can find something in range for this old gun. And I usually do see deer, or at least spook them down there anyway, and I've shot quite a few down there, so see how we go anyway. And that out there, that's where the UMUKARIKARI track sort of starts to go down into the native out over there. But yeah, been no deer out this morning. Probably quite a few came out last night. They're pretty safe at night time, so they'll come out at night and then duck back early morning, or even before it gets daylight, they're gone. The ridge sort of runs out just here. I'll go straight into the bush there. Any one of these ridges goes down. All of these ridges go down, and they actually run right down to Kaimanawas Road down the bottom. We've got to cross the creek at the bottom, but the wind's not in my favour, which is not bloody ideal, but not much I can do about that. And hopefully I'll see something off either side as I'm going down. But yeah, I'll get down in the bush there, probably get my head strap GoPro out, and try and see what I can see on the way down. Yeah, this is where I'll switch the camera off for a bit. This bush here is not user friendly at all. It's pretty rough, especially for about 300 metres of it, and then I get into a bit more of a razorback ridge, and there's some deer trails and stuff there. It's still not very good, but I'll just pick my way through this rough stuff anyway, and then start the actual stalking when I get into the more open stuff at the bottom. Yeah, sun's out now, and I want to get down in the shade and cool down a bit. It's actually warmed up a little bit up here now that I've been walking. So yeah, bash through this crap and then come out to the good stuff at the bottom. All those yellow markers there, that's down my ridge. That bottom pin there, it's Kaimanawas Road, or just off Kaimanawas Road, the creek, so it's just over 3 k's to go down to the bottom, and that's in a straight line. This ridge sort of zigzags and pushing through this. See the scrub here. Apparently this used to be the original UMUKARIKARI track on this ridge, but yeah, it's been pretty rough for a pretty long time, so it's only really this top part though that's like this, and then it comes down and opens up on the main ridge, and it's pretty good stalking down there. The very first time I got a deer up here was during the roar, and I had a Sika roaring and a red roaring. I shot the red and carried the back legs and back stakes, so I just left the head behind down there. And I bashed through this crap here and came up to the UMUKARIKARI track and walked out the track. That was on my red band gumboots. The first time I ever came up here, but yeah, it's pretty rough, this stuff here. I'll bash my way down till it hits the open, and then yeah, fingers crossed for down there. But yeah, still going through a bit of rough stuff here. It's not too bad now, it's getting better. I can hear water just off both sides of me here, and just so a note, if someone's coming up this ridge, just get some water before you bust out to the tops. You can just drop over the side about 30 or 40 metres and get water. It's nice water too. Yeah, the wind's still blowing from behind me on a bit of an angle, bit annoying, but there's a few fresh deer marks around. Yeah, haven't put the head strap on yet because I'm still bashing through a bit of crap back here, but They're fresh marks. Bit over 1k to go. About 1.2 k's down to Kaimanawas Road. Still heaps of deer sign around. I haven't spooked anything yet, haven't seen anything. I'm quite surprised that I haven't bumped into any. But still 1.2 k's is quite a way to go when there's this much sign here, so hopefully see something on the way back. Yeah, lots of droppings everywhere, like right here. There's sign everywhere, so I'll just keep at it. Still on the downhill, a little bit of uphill here. There's the power lines down to the bottom of Kaimanawas Road, down to the end of the road. Not too much further to go now. 700 metres, and it's pretty steep going down. There's a lot of that crown fern, heaps of crown fern there, so it's a bit noisy going down, but I still haven't given up seeing something. The last time I came up this ridge, there was a hind 300 metres from the truck at the bottom. I just got started, and there was a big red hind standing there, and I could have shot her, but I thought, no, I had a plan to camp up the top, so she would have been fly blown by the time I came back the next day, so I just bloody left her. But yeah, on the downward slope now, and then I've still got a couple of k's to walk back to get my ute. Might be able to catch a ride with someone, if some tourists driving around down there maybe, but yeah, if I'm lucky. Got fresh marks. One's just bolted down there. It's pretty fresh. Can't have winded me because the wind's perfectly going sideways. Whew. Oh. Just about snapped my leg. Now. Oh. 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 That was dodgy, yes. Oh. There's the creek I've got to get to, and the road's just up the other side of it. Whew. That was a pretty close call. Just goes to show you, just slip once on there, fell straight forward, and with the weight of the pack and that on as well. Yeah, bloody near snapped my leg then. Not the first time, and won't be the last. I've never actually broken a leg before, but come close a few times. Yeah. I can actually see a couple of road cones down in the creek right down the bottom there. Still a couple of hundred to go, but obviously big floods come down and there's a couple of road cones there. Yeah. Lucky escape there. I just chucked my pack back on and home time out there. Yeah, bloody lucky. There's obviously a stream there, there's Kaimanawas Road just there, and those cones I pointed out, they were just there on the edge of the road. The road's actually slipped away a bit in that flood. Quite a bit of deer sign just here. These trails, not dead fresh, but they do come down to this creek down here quite a bit. Quite a lot of windfalls down there. I might even be able to go across those without getting my boots wet, hopefully. Don't step on that log. Oh well, there we have it. So UMUKARIKARI. I just stashed my pack down here a bit and carrying up just with the rifle and go pick up the ute. Looking forward to a pie and turangi and a drink. Yeah. Yeah, just one of those trips. I was very surprised I didn't see anything on the way down. Normally always at least spook something up there anyway. I've pretty much got one every time, and the couple of times twice that I didn't get a deer, I spooked a couple. So it's pretty good ridge that, and there's still heaps of sign there, so just a bit of bad luck today. And that's why they call it hunting. If you got one every single time, it wouldn't be hunting, it'd be shooting. So yeah, it's just one of those things. 1 kilometre, but that's 1 kilometre in a straight line with the curve of the road and stuff, probably about 1.5. Well, this road actually, the track up to the car park actually goes a bit past and then comes back up to it, so we're probably closer to 2 k's, but not far, and it's a pretty good walk. But yeah, I'll get up here a bit and ditch this pack. So that's a round trip for the, there's my truck up there in the UMUKARIKARI car park. It was just about 18 k's. You can see the deer marks just there. Deer marks right by the car park. So yeah, that wraps up that trip. Yeah, jump on the truck and go and get something to drink and a bit of a feed. Yeah, that's it.